tusindikiza. Askari wakaanza watoto wa maumau. Sisi watoto wa maumau watakwenda kunyakua mashamba. Sijui sheria iko wapi ambayo inaruhusu hata wewe ni mtoto au mjukuu au mtukuu wa maumau wewe kwenda kuvamia shamba ya mtu yoyote bila unavyotaka. Sheria inalinda mali ya kila Mkenya. Tusipofuata sheria hatutakuwa na taifa.
So we don't want to carry the money forward or the debt forward or the exchequer releases forward when this year's money has not been released. This will continue increasing the pending bills. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I may want to request you to find it within yourself to expedite or to direct that this matter be dealt with immediately. You know, even in circumstances where we have a committee of the whole, so that we can then convert. I'm still not convinced about the changes in the standing orders, but I will go with it, that we can convert this House into a committee of the whole and have the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Treasury respond as to the delays in the exchequer releasing funds to the counties. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
AC.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also want to join my colleague senators in supporting the statement by Senator Utsosi. Currently, as it is, all development projects have stalled. And when development projects stall, it's like we are now fighting or clawing back on devolution. Several years later, after the devolution was effected, every single day, whatever that is happening is like it's clawing back on devolution. And as a Senate, I think we are not biting enough. It's time to bite and clearly show we are here speaking on behalf of ordinary citizens out there who are relying on these services to go down to the smallest level at the grassroots. Late disbursement means the issue of tenders being awarded will come late and people will then be paid late on when there's no money or money has already been allocated to other functions. So Senator Utsosi, this is timely. It's also an opportunity for the Senate to get answers from some of these cabinet secretaries because we amended the standing orders to allow them showing up here so that we have prompt responses and services get closer to the people who have us in this Senate. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. When there's no money or money has already been allocated to other functions.
We'll move to the next statement.
So, Senator Utsosi, this is timely. It's also
the Honorable Senator Edwin Sifuna.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on the issue of illegal and irregular misallocation of public community land in Buruburu Phase 5 Estate on Katulo Road, Nairobi Block 79/789. In the statement, the committee should explain the circumstances under which the said parcel of land, which was meant for public utility and open spaces, was allocated to individuals and state the identities of the beneficiaries. Secondly, they should cause the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to conduct an investigation into the into the allegations of illegal allocation of public utility plots and open spaces in Buruburu Estate. State the measures, if any, being implemented by the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development to ensure that if public utility land is to be allocated to private developers, evaluation is undertaken to ascertain the value of the private development outweighs the value of the public development. And finally, outline steps taken by the Nairobi City County Government to reverse the illegal acquisition and to safeguard public utility land from grabbing in the future.
You have to
yes.
request.
May
Kindly
I proceed?
proceed.
Thank you, Speaker. Mr. Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 53-1, I seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources regarding claims of illegal allocation of public utility plots and open spaces within Woodley Estate, Nairobi City County. In the statement, the committee should explain the current status of public utility plots and empty spaces within Woodley Estate and provide records of how the same are currently being managed by the Nairobi City County Government. Secondly, give a status report on the revocation of titles that had been issued following illegal allocation of the same land, stating what the county government is doing to ensure that land is reverted back to the county. And finally, outline the measures that have been put in place by the Nairobi City County Government, if any, to ensure that these public utility plots and open spaces are not illegally allocated and or obtained. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Tabitha Mutinda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support the statement by Senator Sifuna, Senator of Nairobi. And as a delegation of Nairobi, I support because one, Buruburu is an area and an estate that for long has been a very good estate region. And it really saddens that